Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. Welcome.
Welcome.
I want to start the show before we get into anything.
Okay, you always be surprising people.
I do. I'm trying to keep it spicy. How are you? You had a very big week not big, but you had a very busy week last week, as did I, and a busy weekend.
Yes.
And you have a busy week coming up.
For sure.
I think it's important that you check in on your friends.
Okay.
So,
you gonna do this on camera?
how are you, Jay?
I'm great. Naj.
Do you need
How are
tissues?
you?
We have tissues over
I
here.
have a lot of things coming up and I'm very stressed out and I think that I just need friends and comfort. I'm fine. Thank you. Exactly. So how are you, Naj?
You know, do we have time?
We do. We have nothing but time. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Last week I did 2 days of like a sessions for my music. The kids ran me ragged.
That's their job.
I had a gig with you. That was the most I've sang.
I'll give you that.
And I'm still recovering from that. And I'm tired. I'm very tired.
Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. And
It is.
we fight through it. And when we get a chance to take a break, we take that break 100% full on.
Yes. When's our next break?
Well, for me, I will be, I think really, if I'm honest with myself, really like next Tuesday is where I can kind of have at least my day to relax a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know when my break is.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because I have a show on the 26th and then like this week is packed. And then next week I have to prepare mentally and like vocally. So like there's going to be a lot of moving parts. And then of course the kids. So tell us how you're doing. How are things going? When's your next break? We would love to hear. Welcome to your morning sip of local news, what's happening, and
Real world mess.
But he did ask me before the show started. He should know this. You shouldn't even have to ask me.
Yeah, no, I have no excuse, but I got it.
This is really
Look
sad.
at me.
Make sure you listen back to the replay of this show on WJVSradio.com Thursdays and Saturdays. You can also download the app. Go to your app store and download that puppy. You can type in WJVS Radio and listen to all of the shows. My favorite right now is the Sweet Fran Sean on, I believe it's on Thursday nights. It is so good. Oh my God. She just has her voice. Like she just like her voice is so soothing. And then the music that she plays, and she always has a story. She shouts people out. It just feels good to listen to it. So like when I'm cooking and stuff, I throw that on. Yeah. It is Autism Awareness Month. I've also seen Autism Sensitivity Month. Autism as Education Month. Like I've seen, yeah, I know I've seen a couple different variations, but
jeez. I'm not going to say my jokes. Go ahead.
So I wanted to give us some facts. So autism, the word autism first appeared in 1911. 1 in 36 children will have autism spectrum disorder. You are born with it, but you are born with it, and there are no biological tests. Like you can't, like there's no
genetic markers.
Right. But the most commonly ordered test for people with autism spectrum disorder is called a chromosomal microarray. Did I say that right?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
This test looks at chromosomes to see if there are extra or missing parts that could cause ASD. CMA finds a genetic cause in 5% to 14% of people with ASD who have the test. So, yeah, there are some facts.
Again, I'm going to say it again. Like, we're going to really make an effort to get somebody on the show who can speak intelligently about autism.
Yes.
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Flowers. Shantae and Perry had their baby. Adorable. Congratulations. I'm waiting for her to text me, but y'all, you new parents and parents who have children, y'all know what it's like that first week. So I ain't gonna bother her. But congratulations, we love you. Pam Anacchio had a birthday last Thursday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Lenny Williams had a birthday.
Hysterical. Go to his Facebook page and look at his little turn up party. It was hysterical.
So he had a video where he was like, he thought he was Tupac, right? And the camera turns to his mom and she is like this.
So you had a liquor get you in trouble?
Listen, she was concerned. Okay, I was
like,
concerned.
I don't know this boy. This boy was not raised to be Tupac. He was not raised in the streets. He's got 2 hardworking city employees. Like, come on now.
Child, I was cracking up.
Go back to them books, boy.
My God, she looked so concerned. Also, if you didn't know, he has a new book out called A Rose for Rose. So if you are looking for something new to read from a local author, he is one to go to. He's got several books, and this is his new one, A Rose for Rose, and that's Lenny Williams III. I meant to mention this a couple weeks ago. Cheryl Mack is one of the 9 commission members for the Newcastle County Public Arts Commission. The commission will provide an opportunity for all community members to actively engage in development and promotion of public art activities. 2 other members that I am familiar with are James Ray Rhodes and Michael Kalmbach.
Shout out to Cheryl.
Yes.
You know, you obviously will say what you want to say, but I'll be very succinct. Oh no, sorry. We adore Cheryl. Cheryl is a real one. Cheryl is a real one, and I'm not gonna go into all the details, but when you discover and find, when you're fortunate enough to have a real one involved with your day-to-day life, give that person their flowers and value their addition to your existence.
Yes.
Cheryl's a real one. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jonathan Whitney, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was fortunate to have participated in the show that he wrote yesterday. It was at the Black Box Theater in Upper Delaware. And it was basically giving a large part of the history of Cooch's Bridge and the Cooch's family. I'm not going to go into all of that because it's a huge history, but the long story short is that family specifically has been in Delaware since I'm pretty sure for at least 200 to 300 years. They have a huge, they've been here since the beginning of the country, since America. And they have a huge history and story that they've actually done a really good job of preserving. And part of Jonathan's role was to tell the story of the slaves and, you know, the Black people who helped that family be successful. And, you know, I sang 2 songs for the whole piece that he put together. It was about an hour-long show, and he used the idiom of jazz to tell their story. And it was really cool. And I made sure that I texted Jonathan to tell him that he did it's really interesting for me to hear jazz be used to tell a story. And in a lot of ways, I think he would tell you this, it gave him the improvisational nature and the kind of simplicity, but that's like, jazz is complex and simple all at once, but the simple parts allowed him to tell the story in a sort of short amount of time, if you will. And it also allowed him to get right to the point in certain ways. So I just want to make sure that we give him flowers and congratulate him on a successful show. The place was packed.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see a friend of mine, a brother of mine, use jazz to tell stories in a very authentic manner. So yeah.
And this is the first time he put words to music, which is incredible to me.
So I got to sing Jonathan's first 2 songs ever. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good job. Ever.
And Isboletto, y'all already know. I think he's another unofficial member of like the show because the amount of time him, Nataki, Sam.
This is what it is.
I swear.
Yeah, the powwow was a huge success again.
Go on Jay's page and look at the pictures that he took. Oh my goodness. The one where the woman is like posing forward and her arms are out. Absolutely
she's
gorgeous.
not. The funny thing is, so thank you.
She's dancing, right?
Yeah, it looks like she's posing because I froze her. You know, I got I don't get into other dork terms. Bottom line, it looks like she's posing, but the woman was moving in a circle. She was spinning and moving in a circle all at once.
Crazy.
So there's a circle, where all of the dancers perform, and they move around the circle. And so she's spinning like this, going all around. And as soon as I saw her enter the circle, I was like, oh, I gotta catch it. And I did the best that I could to catch that. And I have a bunch of pictures that I'm going to slowly post over the course of the week because there were just so many and I haven't had time to really dig into them. But I honestly am happy that I can post them slowly because I feel like it gives more attention and honor to the individuals that I was able to capture. So beautiful event. Congratulations to Iz. And what is most important to me now, as I'm really paying attention to this stuff more, is that we portray these events in the now, like they're still here and thriving. That's why I made sure that I took that picture and made it as bright as possible. I mean, she was already bright, it's pink and yellow, but like I fluffed those colors up, if you will. Someone just said pause. But it's really important that we show that the culture is here now. Like it's not something from 200 years ago. The people have been here for thousands of years. They're indigenous. But you see a lot of images where it's like black and white and someone who's 90 years old with, at the edge of their life. And it's like, no, there are young people at these events who are learning their history. And it's something that's now. It's now and it's beautiful. And that's the beauty of it, is that despite all that has happened over the centuries, specifically by this country, still here, still thriving, still beautiful. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? We're going outside. And when we go outside, we're going to...
Tell me where we're starting.
All right, start with yours.
Okay. All right. This first event is called Tales from the Other Side, Dad's Birthing Story. And, this is another great event that's being put together by Shanae. It's actually tonight at the Route 9 Library from 6 to 8 p.m. And I think, my opinion of this event specifically is it's fantastic because you would never think, you don't even think of men, number one, as being doulas. And the idea that we're going to have, a whole sort of conversation about Black men serving as doulas, I think is really, really special.
Yes. I think it's very important.
Yeah. And it's something that I would have never thought about. I mean, obviously I was present when my children were born, and I was just kind of there to offer moral support. But the idea of men really committing themselves, and specifically Black men committing themselves to understanding and being present for women and Black women, at what you could say is the most beautiful moment for many, for most people, is really, really cool. And I can only imagine the stories that they have. And quite frankly, I'm sure that spending time in that role has given them a significant amount of empathy for what women go through. And that is obviously good for humanity. It's obviously good for, it's just a great thing. And I would love to see more men, and specifically, certainly more Black men, get involved with this. I ain't got time for anything else, to be honest. But the more who can do it, the better, because if there's, it's got to be a significant, impactful way to improve relations between men and women, period. Just due to empathy. So, if you can get to the event, get to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meals on Wheels, Delaware, Celebrity Chefs Brunch, Sunday, April 21st at the DuPont Country Club. You can find all these events on Facebook events, and then you can filter it down to this week or this weekend. Opera Delaware presents They Say It's Spring, the music of Blossom Dearie. In the picture, you can see our friend
Shay Ron.
Shay Ron.
I love calling her that.
I know.
It's really great.
So if you can get on out to that. And then Opera Delaware also will have Turandot, the Meet the Artist Micro Gal. I said Turandot, and that's what it's gonna be.
It's okay. It's okay. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. It's okay. I actually heard them rehearsing it yesterday at Jonathan's event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Jonathan's event was in the black
box. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Grow up. We need to grow up.
There are so many layers of humor. We had.
Can we? No. We gotta move on because I'm not doing this. I gotta be an adult.
Why? This is our show. So, this is our time.
Turendo, what'd you say?
I wanted to talk about Jonathan Whitney's slave story in the black box.
What is the name of the opera?
It's called Turandot.
April 26th. So you can get tickets online. Next up.
I heard them rehearsing and it sounded really good. I heard the chorus.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry. Listen, man.
The way things can go left so quickly.
And that's where I'm at my happiest. But go ahead.
Oh my God. Film Brothers. The Festival of Shorts Film Brothers. April 27th from 7 to 9:15. The 16th annual Film Brothers Festival of Shorts. Yes. So.
Still recovering? Still trying to get yourself together? It's justified.
And Wednesday at 8 p.m., The Price is Right live at the Grand Opera House.
I think this is pretty great, actually.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you actually get money?
I don't know, but when I think of The Price is Right, for me,
people losing their minds. No.
So for me, when I was in like middle school and high school, my grandmother, she picked me up from school and I would spend, until my parents got off work, I would be at my grandmom's house. And basically I would be stationed on the floor in front of the television with she sat behind me in her chair watching her shows. She's like, boy, you're going to sit there and be quiet and we're going to watch The Price is Right.
That was my grandmom too.
And so, for me, when I think of The Price is Right, I can smell the house, I can feel the carpet, and I can hear my grandma behind me posted up, half asleep, popping M&Ms.
Listen.
So, yeah.
I remember being she would put all three of us in her bed. My pop would sleep in the other room because he knew it was the girls' night. All four of us, because grandmom included, would be in the bed. And we would one by one fall asleep watching Golden Girls.
What you will do is shut your mouth and we're going to watch this TV.
Right. All the stories, okay? If we were sick, we had tomato soup, saltine crackers, ginger ale. And we would be Young and the Restless.
Oh, man. Yep, 100%.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yep. I'm excited for this. I love Open Streets Wilmington. So April 20th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. between 10th Street and 16th Street. If you are interested in finding out where the other locations are, you can go to openstreetswilmington.org. I absolutely love Open Streets. The first time we went, the twins were, I think, 3. I think it was a little past COVID.
Okay.
And it was on Baynard. Okay. And we were just walking because during COVID, we would take the kids and we'd walk all the way down to Warner and back just to get out the house. And you could always see, like, if you were walking on the same sidewalk as somebody else, everybody, we would take turns crossing the street so nobody would. Yeah. But I remember they had the Open Streets there and the kids lost their damn mind.
I love it.
It was so nice.
That's perfect community building.
And this also makes me think of Rashima.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we have going on. There's so many events. And I'm happy to see that. It's getting nice out. So I had to pull out my toes, y'all. I painted them, shaved them down. I had to go to work.
So if you smell something funny outside,
it's Jay's mouth.
Just nod your toes.
So yeah, this is your reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to go and get a pedicure because it's outside time. Get them toes out, let them breathe. Shave your legs. Do what you got to do. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. J Street.
You can't stop me.
Stop. Stop it. You're such a child. Oh my God.
What you thinking now? You thinking it tough? What you think?
Ew.
Uh,
Ew.
uh,
Oh my God. If it's one thing I don't like, it's people speak near me. And that's just okay. Can you play this video? So
Okay, let's get right into it.
Ishmael
All right.
sent me this video this morning.
Let me dig
And
it
when
up.
so the singer, me and Ishmael met at a gig like 2 years ago, and she's absolutely phenomenal. And Kevon Stage posted this on his page.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So listen, disclaimer. Number one, you're not going to be able to hear us talk while you're watching the video.
Yeah, I'll do the comments after.
Yep, and it's going to be, not beautiful looking, but you'll get the content. So here we go. And
you're my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady. Don't think I don't see them looking at you. All of them wishing they could have you. And as a matter of fact, a bunch of them are itching for you to scratch them. I'm terrified of what we feel. I'm trying to get away with the real.
I think this is working. I think you can see both.
Cause I want them to know, lady.
So ghetto.
This is all right. So there you go, guys.
You are so ghetto.
I think that I want to play that back and see if that worked, because if it does, that really opens up
You're
the door.
so ghetto.
No, that could be really
Stop
great.
it.
I just wanted to experiment.
That not now.
No, that was the time. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ishmael sent me this and was reading the comments to me. So again, we met this artist, the girl, and she is phenomenal, very sweet, very talented. Kevon Stage posted this, and this is why I love my people, because obviously she can sing. Obviously they can play, and he, the boy in the back doing the backgrounds. Baby, them comments. Somebody said rhythm and bagels. That's ginger and ale.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Wait, D'Angelo Saxon.
And
Peaches and Herbal Essence.
Yep, and the thing is,
Earth, Wind, and Campfire.
That's great.
Oh.
Earth, Wind, and Campfire might be my favorite. I think that's my favorite.
Jill Scottish.
So here's the thing. And
Peppermint Patty LaBelle.
And I'm not going to open up this completely right now, but that to me is an opportunity to recognize that soul is across all cultures, because that performance was more soulful than what not a lot, but there are some Black singers and performers, maybe even me included, who can't dig that deep and be that soulful. And that's a beautiful thing for humanity, quite frankly, to recognize that, she got her soul thing, and it was beautifully done. So please make fun of it. It's hysterical. Those comments are great. But
But that's the thing. We was hyping them up.
No. It's great. It's really funny. It's really, really funny. But those two, they have deep, deep soul. It's in them. However you slice it. I don't know where it came from, if they just absorbed it from the music, but it's there and it's authentic. So yeah.
Peaches and Herbal Essence.
Absolutely.
I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
And the Peppermint Patty LaBelle.
Yeah. Right.
Oh God, I love my people. Okay. So we have had a continuous rap beef.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get right into
over
that.
the last 2 weeks.
I think it's been so it depends on how far you want to go back, because it's been, I guess everything boiled to a certain point over the last 2 weeks, but it started, maybe over the course of a year or so, from what I understand. I tried to do some research on the history of this nonsense, but it's been going on for longer than that.
Let me just say this. Number one, why is Drake coming at anybody's neck after what? Was it Pusha T?
Mm-hmm.
After what Pusha T did, there is no reason for you to be coming at anybody's neck in any way, shape, or form. So I just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
So I want to first address J. Cole pulling back what he was saying about Kendrick. And this is my opinion. And I know that some pure hip hop heads are like, nah, he's supposed to battle and that's what hip hop is. And I do understand that. And, you know, on one hand, there is a small likelihood that a beef between him and Kendrick gets serious like it did with Pac and Biggie. At the same time, number one, these men are 40 years old, essentially. Okay.
Can we repeat that? Wait. Let's not just 40 years old. 40 and rich.
Like
40 and rich.
Like wealthy rich.
Are y'all, they're fighting over caviar. I don't understand what is happening here. Biggie and Pac were in their 20s.
They're in their 20s.
And they was fighting over like a woman, and they was fighting over, you know, like there was actual gun violence and there was actual like gang crap. Like
it was beef. It was real
Negroes.
beef. And I totally appreciate the competitive nature of hip hop.
Yes.
And I completely appreciate battle rapping to an extent, because even that, quite frankly, to me has gotten like, why are you two grown men talking this close to each other, spitting in each other's faces, insulting each other? Like, it's kind of cool and I understand, but like,
what happens if you have really bad breath?
Listen, when you see that some of those fights, you know, when some of those battles turn into somebody getting slapped, that could be a reason. Like you're not going to stink literally in my face and insult me.
And you get spit on.
No, but you spitting anyway. So like, I understand, like I work with young boys, if you will. So I understand young boy energy. I get that. Then, which is why I'm like, yo, how are you 40 and
rich?
Like, and rich, and like the idea that we're going to start just trading insults, I kind of get it, but like it's just like I'm too old for this. Like I'm here to create art at this point, and hip hop has reached a point where it's, you know, you look at like how Nas has been, you know, brought in by Harvard and whatnot. Like it's like I totally appreciate, you know, that original culture of the breakdancing and the graffiti and the battling, but it is. And that should stay in the culture. But that part, like the same way that I mean, listen, I know that there are some old break dancers, but it's a young man's game. Like you tear your body up over time. And it's the same thing for me, is like, we're done with battling right now. And here's the most important thing to me. And I saw someone make this comment. I actually kind of agree. And I think he was thinking in the right direction. Number one, we've obviously lost too many really valuable rappers and MCs to real beef.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where like, maybe for now, it's just the safer thing to pull back and not take any risks because of what we've lost. And here's the thing. I understand that individually, Kendrick is never going to like stoke the fire to the point of violence, and neither is J. Cole. They're just not those kinds of people, and they're older. But places like Los Angeles can be reckless and dangerous. And even if K. Dot isn't insulted by something that J. Cole says, somebody in his neighborhood might be. Somebody from his area, someone just might be offended by it. And people are like, think about the people that we really have lost. Like people are in LA and
Nipsey,
you know, but he was from LA, but like people who have come from out of town and like, they don't check in and all that kind of stuff.
Pop Smoke murder?
All of these things. So why open yourself up to that risk? It just doesn't make sense. You're 40 years old. You've established yourself as one of the greats. And I understand the value of battle, but like, it's okay to be like, you know what? I'm better than this. Not even better, but I'm too old for this. It's the same thing as me. Like, I have no business getting in a bar fight at this point. When I was in my 20s, when I was at Morehouse, you know, you're not supposed to bar fight, but like, it's a different thing. Like, you're just a rowdy kid and having fun, and like things get out of hand and you blah, 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 and then you keep moving. But like, I'm not going to be out at Nomad throwing hands unless it's some serious beef, and they don't have serious beef. So why open the gates? For the competitive nature of hip hop? Yeah, but like, they're too old for that. And like, what are you going to say at this point? Like, you're just creating a confrontation that doesn't have to be there, and it isn't really occurring naturally to me. And I know that people are like, nah, I'm wrong for whatever reason. But for me, I highly applaud J. Cole being like, I'm not doing this. This is not the environment. This is not the time. There's no need to open this. And I'm just kind of not in that space. He kept it real. And is that one of the sort of tenets of hip hop? Like, he's like, no.
He talked about how it was basically peer pressure.
And like, dog, you're 40 and rich. Like, there's just that energy. We're supposed to grow and progress. And like, I support the young boy energy. Like, you know, when I was younger, I was a much different person. I'm not going to be up in the strip club now. I'm too old for that. Like, I got bills to pay. I'm not wasting money. You can do all these things when you're in your 20s and have nothing to lose.
And on top of that, y'all have the ability to take a jet to each other's house and talk this out. But instead you get on.
And there's really nothing to talk out. There's no real beef, you know? That's the thing. Like, why?
And if you were really friends, why are y'all taking it to social media and music to blast your friend?
Just make good art at this point, bro. Write us a good song. Write us something uplifting.
Now, granted, they're 40 and rich. What do they have to talk about? No, if there's a difference between having something to talk about and then beefing, like via song. Like, you don't have to do no rap battle crap when you're 40 and rich, but there's still lots of things that you could put in your music. Like, I saw somebody compare this to I can't remember exactly what they said, but how Andre 3000 was like, what am I talk about? A colonoscopy? Like, there are still so many life lessons that you can put into your art.
Killer Mike is 50 years old and just put out a Grammy winning.
Exactly.
And he's talking about some serious things that are relevant to everyone. And quite frankly, Kendrick just dropped his most recent album is all about like therapy. So there's plenty to talk about.
There's plenty to talk about as a rapper, no matter what age you are.
As an artist.
There's a difference when it comes to
manufactured beef. It's silly. Why?
And okay, J. Joseph Taylor just said kids are watching. It sets a bad example. Yes, it does, because we already have an influx of violence.
We don't need any more beef.
Boys. And we see how they get.
Go. And to Jay Joseph's point, okay, I literally work with elementary school students, and on one hand, okay, we always have like you ranking on each other, right?
Yeah.
And it's a thing. It's a part of our culture, and it's funny.
It builds character.
And it is funny, but every time I got my little group of boys, and they go back and forth, they rank on each other, and they slap box, but then somebody gets their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
And I tell them all, if you aren't willing to take a hit. If you aren't willing to be like, yo, your mom, this, that, if that's going to insult you, then just don't even play the game, because it always bubbles over. And I'm for it if you can handle it. Right. And if you're 40 years old, shut it. You don't have any beef with anybody except maybe a baby mama. Like, get out of here. So I applaud him for pulling back. Battling in hip hop is great, but leave that for the young boys. They have their space. Let them have it. They want to be dogs, but just be the old, grown, you know what I'm saying, artist.
And also, if
be the old samurai in the back. Like, I'm gonna come down and cut cats if I have to, but that's not even how I'm moving.
And on top of that, like, or to add to it, I was thinking about the battles that I have been witness to in my lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Nothing comes of it. Nothing. Because the same Drake fans are gonna still be Drake fans. Pusha T fans are still gonna be Pusha T fans. It didn't do anything career-wise. I mean, it put them.
It gives them attention.
It gives them attention, but I hate to say it like this, and I apologize if I offend some, but when Remy Ma did the diss to Nicki Minaj, where is she now?
Well,
like, it doesn't do anything outside of bring you attention in that moment, and then it fades away, because that's it. It's a beef, it's an argument, and then it disappears, and life goes on. At a certain
level, but like the Tupac, Biggie, the Nas and Jay-Z beef, like that's historically documented.
The Tupac and Biggie thing is because there were actual actions, and that's the problem. People forget, like, everybody's like, oh,
it wasn't a battle. It wasn't like I got better bars. It was like, yo, I'm really trying to insult you as a person.
And I'm going to kill you. Or I'm going to have someone kill you. And that's what people, I think, forget. They're like, oh, this is a part of hip hop culture. Why do we want death?
It's like
and destruction to be a part of hip hop culture. Like that doesn't have to be.
There's boxing as a sport, and then it's me trying to stab you and actually take your life. There's two different kinds of fights. If y'all want to fight for sport. And again,
take it to the ring.
Mike Tyson, like God bless him, he should not be in the boxing ring. He's too old. He's done. It's over. Live your glorious life. Like, you don't need to be fighting Jake Paul. It's the same principle. Like, you're past that. You have your glory in the battle days. Now we're doing something else. You grow. You progress as a human. Also, she asked me last night, and we'll stay on this. Rick Ross has his diss track against Drake.
So I listened to it.
Like, shut up, bro.
Wait.
You are law enforcement. It's the WWE and it's whack. You're a law enforcement, bro. It was really funny him calling Drake white boy. I get that. That's hysterical, actually, and I get that. But the amount. This is the thing that I think.
But here's the thing. He's writing this he's probably got a very expensive notebook with a really expensive pen that his assistant got him in the studio that he built from the ground up, that was then engineered by one of the best engineers in the industry.
It is WWE. It is Hollywood. And here's the thing that I think I really need to bring. I'll never forget. Listen, people have the music industry is just as much smoke and mirrors as any Hollywood film. The amount of rappers who come across as gangster, who are from similar backgrounds as me, you wouldn't believe it. Migos, they are not gangsters, okay? Think about how absurd it would be as if I was trying to portray myself as a gangster. If I was like, West Side, Riverside, like, bro, you are not from that. Migos is from, I think, Gwinnett County. They are not and I don't want them coming at my neck, so let me chill out. Because the thing is, even though they're not gangsters, they've reached a point where they can be around gangsters and act like they're real gangsters. And it's a really dangerous, stupid thing to do. And we see what happened. Lives have been lost. So the idea that Rick Ross, who is literally law enforcement, is trying to pretend as though, I'm not saying he doesn't have people around him who won't pull a trigger and do something quote unquote gangster, but he is not a gangster. And the idea that he's talking all this trash just for the sake of entertainment, it's too much. It's ridiculous. You're a grown ass, damn near 50-year-old man. Stop it, bro.
And
it's absurd. Drake is a nerd. He's a nerd like me. I'm a nerd, right? Drake is a nerd. So stop with the gang associations. It's no different than me trying to associate myself with, say, Latin Kings. Shut it. Stop it.
Well, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stop it. Like, if there's real beef, you address that behind closed doors, but this is not the time in hip hop to pretend we're going to have a real problem and somebody else dies. It's absurd.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
On a lighter note...
I mean, Rick Ross has lost weight. And Drake is light, so.
Gymnast Morgan Price became the first athlete from an HBCU to win a national collegiate championship
You got it, Sean.
on Friday, and she attends Fisk University.
So my grandma went, so yeah, I love that.
I love that. And isn't Ray, didn't she do gymnastics?
She did for some time, but my daughter does not like to be upside down. So she's a jumper and she's an explosive sprinter, but when it comes to the flipping and stuff, she does not. When they're go upside down, she was like, she's more cautious than you might suspect.
Journey did gymnastics for a short time and she really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I never did, and I don't think I could ever. Well, obviously I'm too old for that now, but I don't think I ever would have been good at it because I don't like that feeling either.
Yeah, it was like.
There was a fight over the weekend.
A few really good fights.
And there's a fight this coming.
Yeah,
weekend.
Haney's fighting. What's the boy's name? The Puerto Rican boy just got knocked out already by Tank. Ryan Garcia. That's coming up. But so being succinct again.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you.
We don't battle anymore.
We don't battle. We're too old for that.
Right. UFC 300. There were two, the first fight was for the BMF, the baddest MFer, right? And it was between Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway. It's not written in stone yet, but some people are saying that it was the greatest knockout in UFC history because you have two dogs. Like Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje are, by anyone's account, like they are dogs in the purest sense. And after a very tough fight, back and forth, we didn't know who was going to win. I think it was a 5-round fight, right? I forget if it was 5 or 3. But in the last round,
how long are rounds?
Unless it's a title fight, most of the time it's a 3-round fight for UFC specifically.
No, I mean timing in the round.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And this is the one where they can kick and.
It's MMA, so yeah, kicking, grappling, everything. So you see Max come out because it's like the last 15 seconds of the round, and he's like, "Yo, we're gonna square up and just throw, right?" And you see he's like, "Yo, we're doing this right now," and Justin's like, "Bet, I'm game." They start swinging, and they are going in like with their last bit of energy, and literally at the last second, Max Holloway comes across with a hook. He threw a hook, and it flatlined Gaethje. Gaethje has a chin. Gaethje is tough. He's a tough man.
He has a chin?
He can take a hit, that means. And he floored him.
So that means I don't have a chin.
If you can't take a hit, you don't have a good chin.
Oh,
That's
do I
right.
look like I can take a hit?
Well, you never know, but like you can tell sometimes by somebody's neck, like if you got a thick neck, it's just not gonna move, you're not gonna get concussed. Anyway, so he floored him. And it was so spectacular and so unexpected. And it was literally at the last second. And it was so crazy to watch. And the beautiful thing to me, this is where I really respect real fighters. At the end of the day, they both were respect. There was no beef. They were like, we agreed to have this competition. I respect you as a man. I respect you as a man. We move forward. Beautiful fight. Then the closer, Alex Pereira. Oh my gosh. He fights Jamal Hill, who was, I think, the interim lightweight champ, whatever. These are high-level guys. And I think right now, for me, Pereira is my favorite UFC fighter because not only is he absolutely terrifying, but he also seems really nice. But, like, he has this stoic, stone face that he just stays in... And he will smile, but he comes across as very robotic, and he just gets the job done. He's this big, tall, gangly, light-skinned dude. He's gangly.
Oh.
And he's got these long arms, and he's always respectful. And he has this hook, this left hook that, like, I think recently he was recorded as having a left hook that's even hits harder than Francis Ngannou, like who broke this record, whatever. First round, and everyone's like, is he going to win? Whatever, you know, is he going to be able to win in the lightweight and become the lightweight champ? I'll tell you what, he got upset at some disrespect during the pre-fight stuff and was like, point taken. You want to be disrespectful? Cool. Here's where it got extra gangster, okay? It was the most manly, cold-blooded, incredible thing I've seen from my end in a very long time in terms of fighting sports, okay? He's hunting him down. They're hand fighting. His left hand's out, right? And you know that this is the one you want to avoid. He knows it, right? He's closing in. Jamal's backing up, trying to, watch what's going on. And he throws a kick. And he kicks him in his nuts, right? And you see it. It wasn't like the worst, but like he kicked him. And so here's what you see. This is the first round against two really good fighters. He points and he's like, oh, word? And the ref steps in to give him his proper break. The ref steps in like, yo, I'm going to give you a break. He goes, nah, ref, back up. He throws a jet and then wham. It was this uppercut / hook. Jamal just, you see his eyes roll back. He just went back and that was really it. And then afterwards, he stands up and he goes, this is what he does. He's standing up, he goes,
oh.
You see? And it was the most badass thing that you could possibly see. And the idea that a professional could do that to a professional, almost like calling your shots like Babe Ruth, It was high level and really impressive, and it was a really good fight night. And I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can see you don't care at all. Did I lose the whole show right there? No, we're still good. All right, go ahead. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so I really wanted to talk about this. Everybody, Keisha Cole is dating someone who is like 27. She's like 40 something or in her 40s. She's way older. And people are upset.
Why?
And what bothers me about that is that men do it all the time.
I mean, you did it.
You watch your mouth. That is not funny. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. Now we got beef.
She saw you on The Voice and was like, I'm trying to be like that little girl right there. I'm going to do what she does. I'm trying to mimic you. Don't even know.
I'm going to punch you in your face.
You don't even know. This is not the UFC. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ishmael's only 2 years younger than me, okay? 2.
But in man years, that's like 2 decades.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
Right, it's what it is.
So people are upset, honey. And I just want to know why? Like, what is the problem with a woman dating that young?
The only issue is that I don't care. Men are almost always less mature than women at the same age group.
But like maybe, so here's the thing. She
And
got her
a
own
man
money.
in her 20s ain't shit. In his 20s ain't shit.
She got
most of
her
the time.
own money.
Yep.
She got her own career.
She has every right.
She can take care of herself. Why not
Mm-hmm.
get her a little, yeah.
100%.
I don't see the problem.
I don't either.
Now, if she's looking for, no, we don't know this man.
At all.
If she's looking for a father figure for her children, if she's looking for a man who's going to hold it down, maybe he even gives that. Who knows?
But if we're going to roll the dice,
But okay,
likelihood.
I mean, hold on, let me look. So
he might be the 127-year-old,
he's got tattoos on his face.
He might be the 127 tattooed faced man who's all about family life in his 20s. But if you roll the dice, where you gonna put your bet? I'm just saying. But do you, boo? 100%.
Listen,
I'm not mad.
Let her live.
Let her live.
Let her live and get what she need to get
Mhm.
and do what she need to do,
100%.
baby. Because I don't see probably all these men just be out here doing what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. She has every right. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
I'm just, I just think it's real interesting.
Right. I mean, what was your experience with it? How's it been? God,
I'm
going to keep doing it. So let's be clear. I'm making fun, but I'm pretty sure that Ish is actually more mature than me.
He is.
So
He is.
So, this is what it is. Right. Like, I can't even make him laugh at my stupid jokes. Like,
Literally. Ishmael.
like, bro. That was funny, right? Yeah, funny, Jay. Tee nigga.
This is him. That's his face when Jay says something.
That wasn't intelligent. Oh, man.
Oh, God. All right. It's everyone's favorite segment. The Florida Man. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Florida man brings loaded gun into airport and tries to conceal it with toilet paper.
I love these surprises. I rarely know about the Florida man story beforehand, but that's about Florida. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So
He just wrapped it up.
Abraham Othman Yakub, 26 of Lakeland, walked into the Tampa International Airport to board a flight to Las Vegas.
He tried to get through security with a gun.
He was going to Las Vegas, baby. He had some work to do.
And the thing is, you can legally stow a firearm on a plane. People don't know that.
But you have to declare it, right?
Yes, declare it, but he wants to have it on the plane. Stupid.
So he was seen entering the TSA screening line, unloaded his backpack, shoes, and other personal items. When TSA electronically screened Yakub's items with X-ray machine, they found a firearm inside his bag.
I just thought of something. Go ahead.
As officers attempted to find the bag with the gun, He grabbed the bag off the conveyor belt and walked into the nearest men's bathroom.
All you had to do was declare it, dog. And if you're illegal, you're already illegal.
Can we just talk about this? He knew this wasn't a mistake. This wasn't, oh, I forgot it was in there. By golly. He said, let me go and grab my piece. And I'm going to go to the bathroom. Once inside the bathroom,
you stick it in your pants? Like, what do you even do with that?
He wrapped the gun in toilet paper and hid it in a trash can.
What?
What? He wrapped it in toilet paper and hid it in a trash can.
And if that isn't a case, and if that isn't a great argument for why we need to have better background checks, because
he's stupid.
That man is stupid. And I don't know, like stupid.
He returned to the TSA area, and an officer confronted him, and he claimed he did not bring a gun into the airport. Don't he know that you are, like, they got cameras outside the airport. When you pull up to get your bags out the car and walk in, dumb. They have cameras from that point all the way
And
through.
I honestly don't even really fully understand what he was trying to accomplish by putting it in toilet paper in the, like, I don't understand what he was doing. He was going to go back and get it? I don't even understand what he was thinking.
The airport terminal evacuated passengers, and multiple flights were delayed.
It's Florida, though. I thought y'all like guns, like everybody else, like Texas. You know what I'm saying?
They found the gun with 14 rounds of ammunition inside a magazine.
Yeah.
And loaded into the gun. So he faces up to 10 years in federal prison.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine. I go in the bathroom. So I'm like this.
Right.
You know, I'm like, all right, so let me go and get this paper, this toilet paper.
And then do what with it?
Put it in the trash can.
And then
you
what?
Go out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
But what's he going to, like, how is he going to get it back on his person and then get on? I don't understand. I literally don't understand.
But why was it low? Why did you need to bring it? Why did you feel like you didn't need to declare? And why did you lie?
I mean, so I'm not going to justify this. Like, I can understand why you'd want to bring your firearm with you if you're traveling out of town.
You're going to Las Vegas, baby.
Sure.
There's some things there you
and they have, you know, they have reasonable gun laws there, in my opinion, in certain ways. So, like, again, you can declare a firearm. Like, I could go to Philadelphia, declare my firearm, go to Texas, have it, you know, fly under the plane, and then retrieve and go about my business, because Texas, you don't have to have a CCW. Which you might be appalled by, but I'm just saying, there's a channel to do this legally.
But why toilet paper?
I don't know why I'm trying to argue for this man.
Could you, if you wrapped it in, like, what could you wrap it in?
Nothing. You put it in a ding dang holster. That's it.
But why would you put it in the trash?
That's what I don't understand. But it's funny.
Could you wrap the gun in something to make it, like, not detectable?
I don't think so, but I'm not an expert on trying to, you know,
the gun was probably illegal. Firearms. I bet you it's probably illegal. Like, he got it illegally.
So then you're already, like, you're an idiot. He's an idiot. So whatever time he gets, he deserves.
My God. Well, here's your lesson. The more you know, don't bring a loaded gun to the airport and not declare it and put it in a trash can. You will get caught.
I'll say this real quick. This jumped in my brain now because you were talking about firearms.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very quick. So I did Bam Bam versus the Blue, which was very critical of police, and it was deserved. I said what I need to say. I wouldn't pull it back. I did a song called Bad Dude, criticizing police again. However, when I have a good experience, I'll, you know, give credit if it's possible. And I'll say this. I got pulled over for running a stop sign last week, and I was carrying a firearm, as I always do,
and he
legally.
Was black.
And I'm black. And I had tinted windows. So at the end of the day, when the officer came up, number one, I put my windows down so he knew that I wasn't trying to, like, hide anything. He came up. At first, he was like, bro, you ran a sign. I was like, I'm sorry, I probably did. I gave him my license. I gave him my concealed carry license. And I gave him, here's what I called him, I think. I gave him my youth advocate license. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm leaving the school, my bad. He knows at that point that I'm not a bad guy. He let me go.
You're a bad dude.
He gave me a warning, and it was no problem. There were no problems whatsoever. He was a young white guy, and he did his job properly. And I wish that everyone did their job the way that he did it. And I know, I'll stop there. Thank you, county officer, for doing your job the right way and for giving a tax-paying citizen, I don't want to say a good experience. That's an absurd way to phrase it.
Yeah, a positive experience.
I don't want to phrase it that way for some reason.
Why? Well, it was a positive experience. You experienced something with a cop, and it was
for
positive.
having a positive interaction.
There you go.
I was in the wrong, and he could have, given me a ticket.
He could have mean mugged you.
He could have done
a lot of.
He could
have pistol whipped you. He could have pulled you out by your hair.
Stop it.
Grabbed your hair.
It was a job well
ripped
done.
You out.
And if I'll say this, if everyone behaved like that all of the time, the cops, we'd have far less of the issues that are clearly still present in America regarding policing. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be attending the gym this evening with my father.
We didn't talk about Gerald's event.
Oh, this Thursday, Jay and I will be performing.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Go, keep talking.
We'll be performing at Theater Inn for the appreciation of jazz, celebration of jazz, with Gerald Chavis and a bunch of other heavy hitters. We both have a song. Starts at 7 p.m. Make sure you guys come out. These, when I say heavy hitters, you want to hear some good music with good feeling. These are players who have been doing this for decades and just they got it. And so it's an honor to be included. We love you, Uncle Gerald, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, make sure, this is a Thursday night. Come out.
Yes.
I'm excited personally because, number one, Dennis Fortune is one of my favorite local keyboard players. So I'm looking forward to be able to sing, with him playing next to me. And I'm going to be doing some standards. So I'm very much looking forward to presenting that part of my arsenal that most people don't get to see. So that might be another incentive for you to come out, because I'll be doing stuff that you wouldn't expect me to sing that I actually really enjoy singing. So come out, real players.
Really quickly. Oh, let me finish what I was saying. I'm going to the gym with my father tonight.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Every now and then my dad calls me and he asks me what I'm doing for my body. And I don't know why. Part of me, I wonder, do you ask Dad? Do you ask my sisters about them? Like about that? Do you reach out to them and say, hey, what are you doing, you sloppy, lazy? That's what I feel like. You call me and you're sloppy and lazy. Get up. My dad used to take me to the gym when I was in high school and I hated it. And he took me a few times in college and I hated it. I don't like going to the gym. So pray for me. Pray for my muscles. Pray for my patience. Pray for my father's patience.
I'm not making fun of you, but I think over the 4 or 5 years we've been doing this show, there's been a solid 5 to 10 times where we've all right, now it's going to be her time. She's going to start doing it. And
same thing about how you dress.
Sure, fine. Yeah.
And that's the deal. Jay has to dress
Wait. Fine. Let me say this though. I'm hoping that this is the time where you officially start to consistently take care of your physical body. And if the gym isn't your jam, I respect that. But I hope that you find something physical that you enjoy so that you can be in a strong, healthy physical state for the, for the rest of your days on this glorious planet. Yeah.
I will do my best.
Mm-hmm.
So pray for me for that. Hi, Miles, following from Abu Dhabi. So Miles was the I don't want to say security, but basically he was the guy that if things was going to get rowdy, he was going to bounce your behind up out of there.
That's security.
So, yes, but I don't know. I feel like, because he looked really nice. I don't know. Security don't always look nice.
That's the best kind of security to have. The one who will surprise you, yo.
Because big guy, he clean up. Like he'll wear something nice for security.
No, but I'm like,
he owns a security company, Full Tilt Security.
Cool, but what's the guy's? There was a UFC fighter. Dang, what is his name? He's one of the greats. Why am I tripping right now? He's Canadian. I can see his face. Long story short, he, I think, fought around $170.
Okay.
And if he's like fully jacked up, he might be a little bit taller than me. And then like his healthy walking weight is probably like 180, 190.
Okay.
Not a big guy.
Okay.
And has a really just friendly face.
Yeah.
Like a super friendly face.
Yeah.
So he said one of the biggest difficulties, as he was getting good, he worked security.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, nobody would respect me because I look so friendly. But I was the most dangerous person. Like you see all these big scary guys, but like if I gotta go in, you're done. So it's like the nice guy, he's actually your best weapon because like, hi, I'm being nice. Please. Night. Like, sorry, I warned you. I was friendly about it. So
well, Miles, I hope you're holding it down over there.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you watching. This is his second time watching.
I love it.
That I've
Thank you. Hey, we got a crowd in Abu Dhabi. We international.
We somebody,
You know what I'm talking about?
J. Joseph Taylor said they're closing the gun show loophole, so better background checks are coming. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm.
And just out of curiosity,
go to J. Joseph's election page. He's running for office. Just check him out. Check him out as a candidate.
Yes.
Okay, go check him out. Go ahead.
When we get rich and famous, and we're doing a Naj and Jay show, do we need security since you?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not.
Listen. Yes.
Okay.
Because
you don't want to hurt nobody.
No.
You don't want to catch
No. It doesn't matter. It's like the whole point is to avoid me having to be in that place. You know what I'm saying? Number one. And however, even if you are.
So if somebody diss us, if Kelly Ripa diss us and we see her, am I allowed because we have security or because you're there?
If Kelly Ripa disses us, I'm gonna call Yara. And Yara will pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, don't make me release the Yara on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yara, no. See, the thing is,
Yara will take it too far up.
All my kids,
I told y'all about that tomorrow.
All my kids, they don't play. They're different than me. They're like Aaron. Aaron was the fighter. My kids are the Aaron. All three of them. They seem unassuming.
Yeah.
But all of them, they will take you down.
But real quick to your point with security, like, yes, I don't care if you're Francis Ngannou or Anthony Joshua. They need security because anybody, and I don't mean to go off on this end, but like there's a fight, but then people are getting shot, and I don't care how strong you are. Well, you got anybody can get touched.
The blam blams.
Yep.
The bliggity blam.
Yep. But if I'm doing media and talking and someone comes up behind me, I can't. It's like impossible. You have to have dedicated people watching your every turn who aren't just big, but who you can trust. Like this can't just be somebody you hire. It has to be someone like a big guy because he's family and he's going to always have your well-being at
when we hire someone, are you going to fight him to see if he can do his job?
No, because I don't want to be injured. I have to sing and play.
So how do we know he knows what he's doing if you don't fight him, Jay?
Listen, if you are stupid enough to walk up on big guy just thinking like the test, you're just dumb.
Big guy would be our security.
Man, dumb.
Big guy would be our security.
Yeah, like do you see that man's neck? Like, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you can, but it's not worth the try. You know what I'm saying? He might have a bum leg today.
Oh, my God.
Like, that's a stupid decision, But the main thing is you got to have somebody you trust. Yeah.
Like I said, if Jay don't fight our security guard before we hire him, I don't believe he can do anything. Just putting that out there.
I mean, that's a good point. The little light-skinned dude beats you. You're not the one.
I need to see Jay like this. Like, I need to see that before I give you any money.
The funny thing is that I'm not throwing hands. This right here.
You need that.
This is a hard shin that has been actually hardened to.
If they can't take that,
so we
can't hire you.
Yep.
All right, that's how we're ending the show.
Yeah.
We love you guys for watching. Make sure you catch us next week at 10 a.m. on Monday and head out to the events and post about them and tag us and let us know how you felt about them. Did you have a good time? All that good stuff. We love you. Bye.
Bam.
Oh, did it? Oh, dang it.
We can come back. What you want?
No.